welcome to all of you to the inaugural HR Round Table for the aerospace industry in the garden city of the country. It is indeed a proud moment for all of us here at the Indian School of Petroleum and Energy to launch this event after successfully hosting 12 oil and gas and 3 such power HR Roundtable conferences in the past. A journey which began in 2002 with our first HR Roundtable on oil and gas in Mumbai has today entered its 12th year and 15th such forum. Welcome to all of you. I am Alka Madan. I am from University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. I take care of the campus placements based out of Dehradun. Welcome to you. God has no intention of setting a limit to the efforts of man to conquer space. So very well said by Pope Pius XII. With this in mind, we intend to make this Aerospace HR Roundtable a unique thought leadership forum where aerospace companies can discuss the new trends in human resource management techniques and methods, issues of personnel training, share experiences between the key industries professionals, to name a few. This event is a joint initiative by Indian School of Petroleum and Energy, Center for Aviation Studies, and University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. For the first time, 3 of the most influential domain aviation outfits in the country will be supporting this inaugural event. Thank you. The Indian aerospace industry, as we all know, stands uniquely poised today on the threshold of catapulting itself into the global arena. Due to the overwhelming support and involvement of the government in the demand and supply of defense and civil aerospace products, the industry has itself set on the firm path towards a transformational change. Winning the war of talent is a priority in all industries, but the need for human resource in aerospace is critical. As the generation that brought the industry through the Cold War, spurred the age of intercontinental jet travel, and survived the cutbacks that followed, begins to retire, there are fewer people with the right skills available to take their place. Yet, the talent question within aerospace is not simply one of the filling empty chairs. More than ever before, human talent separates high performers from their competition. The backbone of the aerospace sector, as is true for the most skill-led manufacturing industry, are its human capital, and in turn the skills and technical abilities of the workforce. We estimate that 50% of the workforce in this sector is constituted by graduates and postgraduates in technological fields. The global aerospace evolution clearly suggests that it requires a synchronized working of the government's will and policy, coupled with technology and R&D, proven manpower and manufacturing abilities for this sector to create sustainable growth and economic contribution in a country. Keeping this in view, theme for the inaugural edition of the conference couldn't have been more appropriate than discussing the challenges and opportunities for talent management in aerospace industry in the times to come. And to kickstart the proceedings, we couldn't have asked for better guests than Mr. R.K. Tyagi, Chairman HAL, and Dr. Vivek Lal, President and CEO, New Initiative, Reliance Industries Limited. May I kindly request Dr. Parag Dewan, Vice Chancellor, University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, to kindly deliver his welcome address. I will briefly introduce Dr. Dewan to you. Dr. Dewan is the founder Vice Chairman of the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, a university established through an act of the Government of Uttaranchal. Simultaneously, he is also the Chief Operating Officer of the Indian School of Petroleum, an institution engaged in providing education, training, research, and consultancy services in the entire spectrum of the Indian oil and gas industry. Recently, he has also been appointed Secretary General of Energy Institute India, an affiliate of Energy Institute UK, a best practices institution in energy sector. Dr. Dewan, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to our maiden HR Round Table on aerospace domain in this lovely town of Bengaluru. I also take this opportunity to welcome Mr. R.K. Tyagi, Chairman HAL, and Dr. Vivek Lal, President and CEO New Initiatives Reliance Industries Limited. Must confess, we couldn't have gathered here today if it were not due to the support of these two gentlemen who helped us put together this roundtable, which I hope will prove to be a great thought leadership forum in the times to come. Timing of this roundtable could not have been apt, as major discussions between industry players, both Indian and global, as well as members of government, are proving that India is going to emerge as the land of opportunities when it comes to the aerospace industry. The Indian aerospace sector, one of the fastest growing aerospace markets in the world, with an expanding consumer base comprising of airlines, businesses, and defense needs, is attracting major global aerospace companies in India. All segments in the aerospace industry, including the civil and military aviation and space, are showing significant levels of growth. On each of the critical success factors, from sustained government support, technical capability to enable manufacturing, supporting industry framework, to skilled human resource base, the nascent Indian aerospace industry has a foothold strong enough to potentially catapult itself into becoming world's leading aerospace hub. Although still nascent, the overall just 0.25% of the global industry, India's civil aviation sector has swelled by nearly 20% per year since 2004. Unlike the aerospace industries of China and Brazil, where initial growth was driven by large government investments, growth in Indian industry is largely due to the offset agreements that compel aircraft companies to use Indian-based suppliers. More spending on defense and the offset policy presents an unprecedented opportunity for the companies in India's aerospace sector. We at the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies at Dehradun are also committed to contribute our bit in the growth of this sector by providing ready-to-deploy, industry-ready manpower for this emerging sector through our various specialized graduate and postgraduate programs. With over 20 specialized faculty members, 7 dedicated aerospace laboratories, the Department of Aerospace Engineering at our university has proved to be a center for excellence in shaping the future of industry through its students. With a lot of national and international accolades to the name, including the prestigious NASA Systems Engineering Award at US, the aerospace engineering students of the university are making great headway already, becoming the world-class aerospace professionals. I also see a lot of colleagues from the industry that have visited our campus, also recruited some of our aerospace students. I would like to invite all of you once more to visit our beautiful campus in the foothill of Himalayas and witness the good work put in by our faculty and students. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence today. I do hope you will have a great sessions in the events to flow from now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Diwan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I invite Dr. Vivek Lal to the podium to take us through the last 12 months of the aerospace industry, the wins, the losses, the lessons learned, and most importantly, the way forward. Though Dr. Lal needs no introduction, it's my duty to take a minute to introduce Dr. Lal to all of you present here. Dr. Vivek Lal was appointed as President and CEO at Reliance Industries Limited in the Chairman's office to spearhead growth in new ventures in 2011 April. His vast knowledge and experience as a global business leader, enabling global partnerships that bring critical key technologies to India. In August 2011, he was also appointed as Distinguished Fellow at India's premier think tank, Observer Research Foundation, as well as the co-chair of the FICCI Homeland Security Committee. In April 2012, he was also appointed as chairman of the Indo-US Strategic Dialogues by the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce. In March 13, he has been inducted in the Joint Working Group on Cybersecurity led by the National Security Advisor to the Prime Minister. Dr. Lal was Vice President and Country Head Boeing Defense, Space and Security in May 2007. He brought significant India markets and customer insights which helped address the emerging needs of India. He also served as Managing Director of Boeing Commercial Airplanes in India. Dr. Lal, please.
Thank you very much. We are very fortunate to have Dr. Tyagi amongst us, clearly the leader of India's premier institution in this subject that we're talking about. And I would like to also thank UPES for putting together this conference, because I think it's an important issue that doesn't get discussed often, and that is the issue of talent management. And if we look around the globe, the aerospace industry, of course, is a powerful and reliable source of employment, innovation, and export income for countries. The aerospace industry fundamentally lifts the national economy and is a powerful tool to shape foreign policy discussions globally. We know that in the US, the aerospace industry is one of the largest job creators and value creators of the country's economy. The global aerospace industry is in the midst of profound change as it copes with the effects of the economic downturn, budget cuts, and also responds to the challenges and opportunities of a global marketplace. There is a worldwide shortage of people with the qualifications needed by the companies gearing up to meet demand for an estimated 20,000 aircraft in the next 20 years. Aerospace and defense companies have, over the past few decades, devoted a fair amount of attention to their talent challenge. They know that the supply of workers with the requisite technical skills is getting smaller, and that the average age of their workforces is creeping up to unacceptable levels. The real challenge to the aerospace industry is its aging workforce, for example, in the US and Europe. In the US, the so-called silver tsunami, the aging of the country's population, will hit the aerospace industry especially hard. There is a wave of retirements coming, and the question is whether aerospace companies will be able to replace that talent. The increasing shortage of aerospace engineers is resulting in Indian engineers being more sought after. The UK has built its aerospace industry through international collaboration. We need to take the collaboration